We're going back to looking at the 2025 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 4-star running back Bo Jackson. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering the 2024 and 2025 recruiting classes every day this off season. You need to click that button so you can keep up with the players who are signing with your team. But here's Bo Jackson's 24/7 Sports player profile page. He's a 4-star prospect in both the composite and in the initial rankings. 6'2", 205. But we got 23 offers, and Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State are hot for him right now. They're saying they're warm. Also Auburn, plus many other Power 5 programs because he's a top-tier prospect. One of the best offensive skill players in the Midwest. He can stack cuts together. Impressive contact balance. He was very productive, 1,700 yards and 30 touchdowns. So we're looking at a very good running back prospect with good size and a good frame to add more to it. So there's a lot of upside here. We'll see more on the tape. That's where we will get the evaluation. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Tennessee, Auburn. There's some good schools to look at there. There's some good schools to have at you. 4-star with everybody else in the recruiting cycle here. But On3 has him ranked 4th among running backs. 24/7 Sports has him ranked 3rd. ESPN has him ranked 9th. Rivals has him ranked 6th. So he's a top 5, top 10 back. However you want to grade him out to be. Some schools here, Penn State added to the list. And we got Michigan. So pretty much anybody who's anybody is looking at Bo Jackson. So that being said, we're going to take a look at the tape, see what's going on with him. We have 9 minutes and 8 seconds of film. Let me know what you think. We're going to let this run. Here's the first play. Quick approach to the line of scrimmage, good vision. Good pop in the second level. Definitely sees some size to him, especially for the high school level. That's just one play, though. Follows the puller. I think it's a puller. I was just watching him. Cuts back to the right. Against John Carroll. Pulling it. John Carroll, D3 school. I might got mixed up with high school, though. Here we go. Boom. Pulling away. D3 college. He's in high school, though. I'm just talking about the university there. But he's moving. We got some pull weight on the top end, it looks like. Some of these camera angles aren't the best. But this is pretty cool. Alright. Good vision. Look at the size on him. Got some pop in the step. In the backfield. Ball coming his way. Nice hands. Caught it in stride, too. Didn't slow down or anything for it. We got good size and just athleticism, too. I like his approach to the line of scrimmage. Screenplay. We're catching balls. Very good indication here that we can be a multifaceted back at the next level. He's got pop in the next level. He's got an extra kick. Like, he might be better at like a 60-yard dash than a 40-yard dash. I'm not going to say that's bad, but he's got an extra kick where he hits that button on the back end of his runs. Not everybody has that. We saw that on a couple already, so imagine that's there. Is he at fullback? Was that him at fullback? Oh, there he is. It's tricked me. He's got some burst. He's got some turn in the legs. 80-yard TD run, right? Did I read that right? Woo! Look at him read the momentum there. And then go out and back in. He has a good ability to just read the flow of the momentum around him. You'll see that with the top running backs. We're pulling away. There it is. There's the pull away right there. The guy's dominant. John Carroll University, D3 college. Plays against like Mount Union, Muskingum, Ohio Northern, those teams. That's what I was talking about earlier. Good feet. He's rolling. Everybody needs to watch him. We're going to take the outside here. We got a man out there. Good block. We hit it. We hit it hard. Once we're going, aren't we? Once we're going, aren't we? Here's the next one. Got to the outside. Taking the outside, it's all his. That's his real estate. That is his real estate. He's gone. He can scoot. Definitely. Hand it to him. Let him go. Let him go. Hits the hole. And we're gone. Gone again. Lost him in the sun. So he's very dominant. So the one thing I like about running back prospects is them being dominant on the field. And you may think, hey, running back prospects who are getting heavily recruited are always dominant on the field. That's what I'm always seeing. Domination is different from player to player, and we're talking about top-tier dominance where guys are just a hot knife through butter. They touch the ball, and they're gone. This is what we're seeing here. This is a good indication that we're looking at a very good running back prospect. If you look at a lot of top-tier running backs at the college level that make it to the NFL, dominant at the high school level, we're seeing that here. The intangibles, we're seeing a guy that has a good approach to the line of scrimmage, good vision. We got good pop in the second level. We can catch the ball in the backfield. We have good size. We have some pull-away speed. And the thing is, he's not over great or too great at one trait to where he's leaning on it. He's multifaceted where he's good at everything and he puts it all together and he's able to make it happen to be this dominant. Sometimes you'll catch dominant running backs be dominant at the high school level, but they got that one trait, whether it's like they got 10-3 speed or whatever, something like that. But he's got everything, really. He can grind it between the tackles. He can take it outside. If you let him get space, and he's throwing it here. He's throwing it. Do I really need to keep going? But he can take it to the outside. He can catch the ball in the backfield, and it can be downfield. It can be a short swing pass. Again, you're seeing him take it outside. He's got pull-away speed. And he's not relying on anything. He can do everything. He's got room to grow. He's already got size. Imagine he can block. And we're not going to show that on tape because he's so dominant. He's so dominant. One thing is, too, when you start seeing blocking early on their tape, that's another red flag. Like, they weren't super dominant because you don't have, like, 20, 75-yard runs on it. You just don't have that to show off. Because look at that. Look at that. It's just over and over and over again. We covered about 50 running backs in the 2024 class. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe I'm less. But these running backs set themselves apart. He's a hot 55-yard run. He's a hot knife through butter. As we should expect, he's being ranked top 5 in the class. Good contact balance, good wiggle. And a lot of these clips are from the same game. Unless it's on a loop or something. Because I keep seeing them go back to John Carroll, but he's just blowing up games. You saw how productive they showed him in the scouting report from 24/7 Sports. Here we go. Boom. Cutting it back. Looking good. 30-yard run. He's also taking the time to tag his tape, letting you know what's happening on the play, organizing it a little bit. I like that. That lets you know behind the scenes there's attention to detail, which means there's work ethic. And it's something little because a lot of times you'll see these prospects, they'll just throw their tape up there, and it'll be them at offense, them at defense, and it's like back and forth, left and right, them playing everywhere, and you're like, what's going on? You can't evaluate them. It's hard. And you're spending half the time watching their tape, figuring out what's going on. That's another good thing about him that I'm seeing. Good balance, speed, quickness. Everything's there. Everything's there. He showed it on that run. He showed some speed. He showed some balance. He showed some pop off the step. Coming back here, we got the handoff. We're going to take her outside. Looking good. Looking good. Inside run, 25 yards. Another thing I'm catching that if you keep labeling your highlights, if you're a high school kid, and you're putting your tape together and you're watching me, if you're labeling your runs and it's a 25-yard run, something like that, it pops more. It makes me think the play's a little bit more than what it is. It adds more to it to me. Do that. Do what he's doing with your tape. Do what he's doing, because there's a lot of good running backs in the 2024 class that I've watched tape on, that they had a lot of good plays, but just that little bit of touch is helping his tape out to my eye, on top of him being a very good player. He is a very detailed player, very good approach to the line of scrimmage there, good pop, good feet. I'm saying the same stuff over and over because I'm looking at every play. Can read the momentum of the defense, and then you see the pull away. That's it. So, what do we think about Bo Jackson here? He's a player that is a jack of all trades and is good at everything. Definitely that. He can catch the ball in the backfield. He's solid in space. He can pull away, but also has the size to grind it. And that's what you really want out of your running backs. You really want them to be multifaceted. You want them to catch balls out of the backfield. You want them to grind it between them guards right in that box. You also want them to house it. You also want them to take it on the outside. You want them to be a little bit of everything. If you're looking at a top-tier back like this, he can definitely do that. He's got the speed. He's got the pop. He's very electric in space. Excellent contact balance. You got to come at him right to tackle him. Very smart, detailed player. I like how he organized this tape. Covering players for over these years, there's only a few players that really organize their tape well. He's one of the few of them. And when they do that, that gives me an indication that this guy works hard. He's at least willing to take this to somebody and ask for help. That's another good thing. So if he needs help, he's going to ask. And that seems simple, but you're looking at young kids here going from high school to college, and not all of them are going to do that. We already have an indication that there's something up with him doing something really smart here with his game footage, organizing it, labeling it, making sure it's good, being meticulous about it, which is a good sign. So whoever signs him is getting a good running back with a lot of potential. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.